Now in its 6th year, AnimeJapan is back to rock our socks off at Tokyo Big Sight in its biggest convention ever. So let's head inside and see what it has to offer. Gracing the halls of Tokyo Big Sight once again, AnimeJapan 2019 grabbed hold of his microphone and sang through the East Halls. AnimeJapan is the biggest industry-run anime event in the world, beating out attendance of Anime Expo by roughly 50,000 people. Being industry-run, this means you miss out on the little things that make an anime convention fun, like a fan panel or artist alley. But AnimeJapan makes up for that with the sheer amount of industry booths in the main halls. Aniplex is a huge part of AnimeJapan, with booths littered all over the halls and advertising literally everywhere, including a weird DJ booth which is pumping out different Aniplex tunes. My favourite of these setups was the Magica record booth that had a giant Walpurgis Night on display. I would have tried throwing a shaft truck at it, but there weren't any around. The booth was to show off the smartphone game franchise and the upcoming anime. Another Aniplex booth was the 22/7 area, which had the virtual idol girls live on display. Seeing Sakura Fujima IRL was a bit weird, but an enlightening experience. Other booths caught my eye as well, like the Toho Animation booth. The booth has some great displays of shows that I'm into, as well as some upcoming shows that might pique my interest. But for sure one of the grandest ones was the Attack on Titan area, though it was a little hard to get into because there was just a rush of people at all times. Luckily, I had a press pass, so I was able to get in early to get these shots, or I'd have no chance. On the other hand, the Bandai Namco booth had a very interesting twist. It was modelled after an airport, so you went around and looked at various displays and anime and setups while getting your passport stamped. It was really fun and interesting. And another favourite booth of mine for the last 2 years is the Bones booth, who again had keyframes from all their latest series on display, including my favourite show from last season, Mob Psycho 100. I was able to see a bunch of keyframes from productions all over AnimeJapan. Fortunately, the industry lords that be let cosplay run free around AnimeJapan, and they were out in full force this year. Because Japan doesn't mess around with cosplay, lines were super long to even get a picture of some cosplayers, so I wasn't able to get many, unfortunately. Though this is my favourite picture that I took over the weekend, perfectly emulating one of my favourite characters from one of my favourite shows this year. You can also find your assortment of booth babes at AnimeJapan, because that's still a thing here, both the cosplay kind and the more sensual kind. You'll even find mascots like the ones at the Toei Animation booth, where I caught a Luffy mascot trying to entice a Goku mascot and getting in trouble for it. The Good Smile booth is also always fun, with figures on display that will be out soon. There was a really cute Million from Slime, 02 from Darling in the Franxx that might get me demonetized, as well as this absolutely breathtaking Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. I want it so badly. All in all, while I had a decent time at AnimeJapan, it just wasn't as fun this year as it was last year. I don't know whether that's the new car smell coming off, or if they're saving everything for the big 2020 show next year like the rest of Tokyo. I don't know. For more in-depth thoughts on the convention, I wrote a piece on Yatta-Tachi, which will be linked down below, along with the cosplayers shown off that I was able to get social medias for. And as always, thank you so much to everyone on Patreon for your continuing support of the Dr. Dazza channel. If you like stuff like this and want to help get more made, please consider checking out the Patreon. If not, that's fine too. In any case, thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Dazza, and until next time, Mata ne.